Hey YouTube, thought we would just take a evening walk through the Namba area. I'm getting mixed up between my English and my Japanese. My very basic Japanese. On the left here we have Christmas trees. The Hotel Sala del Rey. I just stopped back by the 7-Eleven to pick him something to munch on. My hotel does free ramen from 10:30 p.m. until 11 p.m. It's around 8:30 p.m. I spaced out at my hotel for a while after having a strong zero. I had to sit down for a bit and kind of catch my bearings. Show you guys what they got here in this vending machine. They got coffee, they got various tea, beverages, they've got tomato juice, orange. Oh, they have Orangina. Wow. I tried Orangina for the first time in Northern California, the San Francisco area. My buddy Noah introduced me to it in Berkeley. That stuff is good. I might have to try some of that at some point. Not right now because I have a video to make. I suppose I could show you guys what it looks like to use a Japanese vending machine, but I don't need to haul it right now. My backpack is full right now of some goodies. So. They've got coffee, cafe au lait. I haven't tried the black brand or the Boss brand of the cafe au lait. I did try, I think I tried the Georgia brand of the cafe au lait. Earlier when I went to get breakfast, I ended up stopping by this local market, and they had some great prices. Like some of the things were like half of the prices that I see in some of the more tourist-oriented markets. So that was really nice. I had to capitalize on that. I grabbed a coffee for I think it was like 60 yen, where instead of like 100 yen, so like 40% off, but pretty, noteworthy discount. So they've got different amounts of rest time, and like if you were to want to come in from 8 p.m. till 11 p.m. you pay 5,000 yen. If you come from 8 p.m. until 11 a.m. if you want to come at 9 to 11, they charge 6,000 yen. I'm kind of confused about that one. Maybe the price gets higher because it's a bigger convenience factor late at night. Interesting glass wall panel here. 88 Hotel Shinsaibashi. Okay, cool. So another short time hotel for people that maybe miss their train, or maybe they get too drunk and they need to lay down 1, 2, or 3 hours. And Asahi is ubiquitous with Japan, and they've got these various drinks. I'm not sure what that is. Some kind of tea, probably. Latte, coffee, mineral water, Monster, ocha, green tea, and more coffee beverages, all for about 100 yen to 110 yen. Except, well, I take that back. There are 100 yen vending machines. The Monster is 210. The green tea is 150. The coffee is 140. The bottle coffee are 140. The cans are 100. And anyway, we'll keep rolling. There's a cab. You see a vehicle that looks like that, it's a taxi cab. And it is chilly here in Osaka tonight, actually, and it's not so much just that it's chilly, but it's windy. And so one of the things that you may hear from people that visit Japan, or from Japanese people that live in Japan, you'll hear that it's not so much the cold that makes it cold, it's the wind. And so naturally, in an island country, there's not as much in the way of protections from inclement weather. So when you do have wind cutting through, the buildings protect it somewhat, but they can only do so much in the grand scheme of things. I'm tempted to go in that direction. Been down this way as well. I would have liked to have gotten out of this area more, not because there's anything wrong with it, because I like to explore, but just been sensory overload since I got here yesterday. I didn't really know how much it would blow my mind. I've been reading about Japan for about 20 years, and feel fortunate to be here. People keep expecting me to speak Japanese, especially since I shaved, but unfortunately my Japanese is very basic. I can say good morning, Ohio. I can say good evening, konbanwa. I can say a few kind of silly words like Oshiko is to peak, and Oyasumi is good night. But maybe with practice, maybe with classes, my Japanese will improve. Certainly, if I were to ever live here, I'd want a stronger command of the language to be able to make friends and communicate with various restaurant staff and really get as close to full effect as I could get without actually being born here and being 100% Japanese instead of being 1/4. So I'll just show you guys, in case you're looking for laundry facilities. There are plenty of laundry facilities in Japan. There are also lockers. I suppose if you needed to check out of your hotel but did not plan on leaving the area until nighttime, you could pay 500 yen, and then that would be once per day. Okay, so yeah, and they've got a security system, and and a Pikachu themed vending machine, professional quality, black coffee twin. So that's really cool. And a 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven's got the ATM. Just go this way. It's kind of hard to pick a wrong direction. This is the Kisho Kobe Beef Group. They serve high-end A5 rank Kobe beef. Certainly a top experience for those looking to have a luxurious meal here in Japan. Typically Kobe is regarded as one of the finest experiences that you can have with beef in the world. I haven't tried it yet. I'd like to before I leave. I'd like to try either Kobe or Miyazaki. Miyazaki being a town actually not too far from where my grandmother's from, in Kyushu. And Miyazaki is supposed to have an interesting flavor, and perhaps is less noteworthy as far as global attention. If you use the word Kobe, most people, even in other countries, have heard of it, but if you were to use the phrase Miyazaki beef, probably less people Although people would probably recognize the Miyazaki name just because of Miyazaki, the famed creator of Spirited Away and other excellent animated movies. This is the famed Dotonbori river walk. Kind of in the distance, it's kind of hard to see at an angle, but you may be able to see near the center of the video the animated guy with his arms raised in triumph. To the right, there's a pachinko and slot machine advertisement. What else do we see here? So here, I think there is a Aladdin branded hookah restaurant where you can have shisha prepared in the, I presume, Middle Eastern style. I haven't tried it yet here in Japan. I probably will hold off just because I'm trying not to get into tobacco. But for people that want to partake, there you go. The Aladdin hookah. Oh, cool. So we got a sort of a river cruise here. I thought about doing this one, but I totally spaced on it. So we've got different boat tours that will take tourists down this river, or yeah, I guess it's a river, showing the sights and sounds from the perspective of the boat. That's got to be a really nice experience. I tried something similar to this, although it was on a larger river, the Mekong in Phnom Penh. And in fact, those boats were double-decker, whereas these are single, so they can pass under these bridges safely. I'm not sure if the tour guides do them in English or Japanese or Mandarin, but certainly worth inquiring if you're interested in that type of experience. Let's keep rolling. Now let's keep rolling. Oh, okay, so I think we're back to the Hotel Sala del Rey. I may turn back around, actually. So after this, oh, he's trying to turn left. Okay. So just this way. It's really easy for me to lose my sense of direction here in Osaka. The buildings are very tall, the lights are very bright, everything's very ornate, and it's not like other places I've been. It's relatively clean here. So it's not something where I'm trying to pay attention to the ground so much to just avoid obstacles. I mean, there are bicycles, but it's really easy for pedestrians to enjoy this. There's the same students from earlier. If you're interested in that experience, it usually ranges from 6,000 to 8,000 yen, roughly 60 to 80 US dollars. I'm kind of on the fence about that one. On one hand, certainly it looks exciting. you get to pilot these scooters. On the other hand, I've heard the locals don't care for it much. Certainly some people will not drive safely and may even cause injury or accident. Frustration on the part of the people that live here. I presume very few people that live here are interested in doing that. Cool, so that's the gentleman with the outstretched arms that I had mentioned. You can see right there. Sticky kind of and it's nice to double back across the street and kind of show you the other side of the street anyway. So we got a massage on the right here. We'll wrap up this recording in a few minutes because I'm running out of space on the hard drive of my cell phone. Presumably we will roll over to this memory card. I've recently inserted a new 64 GB memory card, so that should be able to make plenty of videos. And then I've got a backup additional 128 GB memory card that we will swap to after that one is empty. So on the left here we have bubble tea, 0, 0, and what else is there? Okay, so a bar where all the drinks are 250 yen. Vietnamese restaurant, Long Dinh. Satanic Shop Territory, Chaotic Path, Shop and Obscura Gallery, Osaka, Japan. The one thing, if I had to point at something that could be overwhelming I found about Japan, is the urban landscape provides a lot of opportunities to go up and down stairs. And the majority of the cities that I've lived in have been predominantly single-story cities where you're not doing a whole lot of walking up and down. So I'm gonna have to get a little bit more adventurous. It's just a bit confusing to go up and down like that. Pink elephant. With these interesting lanterns here. What are they serving? Oh, okay, takoyaki. So they've got takoyaki, and then here's what they've got. Some steamed vegetables. Takoyaki, for those who don't know, are these fried octopus balls. And okay, so I just saw these ladies walk in. I presume that this is one of those restaurants where they've got the food being served at the front for takeaway, and then for those who want a bigger variety, more than just takoyaki, they can walk into the entrance and be seated for other kinds of dishes. So, what else? It's kind of interesting to see them work. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out how I can get this get swapped over to this new memory card. The lanterns are really pretty. I saw these a lot in the house I grew up in. Back in the United States, my grandmother loved these lanterns. I mean, she still does. She had to sell the house and, for financial reasons, so that was kind of tough. But certainly have some positive memories, some negative too. But my life can't be regarded as too bad. I do have the good fortune of being able to travel here. I thank you all for joining me, and I will keep you posted on my journeys tomorrow. We're heading to Kyoto. We'll be in Kyoto for 5 days. I think 4 nights, 5 days. Come back to Osaka for 1 day, and then fly to Fukuoka to explore northern Kyushu. And wrapping up now. So thank you for joining me, and I will be talking to you guys soon.